the sort of missiles that fall on Kyiv could fall on London, and Kyiv's air defences are way, way better.
I mean, could they? We're just so far away from the countries which pose us threat. I mean, Russia has intercontinental ballistic missiles, but realistically, they haven't used intercontinental ballistic missiles in Ukraine. They've used tactical ballistic and cruise missiles. Could those weapons? They'd have to scramble aircraft down, through the Norwegian Sea, wouldn't they? I mean, how is Russia or China going to launch missiles at Britain?
So even a quite elderly Russian cruise missile, I'm going to cite the KH-101, released from an aircraft over Western Russia, arrives in London 90 minutes later with a 500-kilogram explosive warhead and an accuracy of 2 meters. So pick your door in Downing Street, and they'll come probably in clips of 60 to 90 at a time based on how Russia has performed. Now, that isn't imminent, but that's technically possible. But if you wanted to fire at the UK, you might fire from Russia, but then you've got to cross Europe. You're more likely to fire from the Atlantic, from the Baltic Sea, from the North Sea, or use an aircraft. So the UK can be attacked as an island 360 degrees.
And could we defeat that attack? If that attack happened tomorrow morning, could we defeat it?
No, of course not. So the UK does not have the air and missile defence that Ukraine has for now. We've not needed it. There's a big conversation going on in government about how you do that. It's quite a big problem. It's probably a £4 billion problem, but it's going to be part of this age. But that's just the armed forces part. What we also need to think about are citizens who are braced for this sort of difficult world where maybe they wake up one morning and there's no electricity, or there's no water, or the supermarket distribution systems have been broken, or the banking system is down, or the Wi-Fi doesn't work. And they need to play their part in it, because you can't just ask the government to fix that, although the government's got a big role to play.
0,42. Наводи бусоль.
Це скажу вам.
Let me tell you the truth. The conditions of this war would be the conditions of survival of Ukraine. We are very grateful to our partners that they are helping, but this is happening so slow, and every decision takes ages. We arrive at this decision later on, but it's like 1 year too late, as I see this. I'm telling you, as I believe it is. And I'm sure we can have a proper dialogue and we can reach the consensus as regards hitting the long-range missiles to hit the weapons of Russians located alongside with Ukrainian border. I believe we will reach that decision because the same happened with giving us tanks and armored vehicles, Patriots, right? And you know, we're still 1 year late. If Patriots were given us at the very beginning when we lacked drones and when the Russians were using missiles, they would see that missiles are being hit down. They would see it makes it not possible for them to hit our energy facilities. There would be no blackouts in Ukraine. Moreover, we could preserve all the scope of Ukrainian energy generation, but we have what we have, still a huge step forward, but there were 2 steps backwards, unfortunately. So we need to change the pace, the paradigm a little bit, and we need to be faster.